Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Inside Show. This is Shreyas, and we are back with another amazing alumni. Today's guest is from the 2012 Electrical Engineering batch and is a CEO at 910, who is also a consultant at Ando Haveli. Ando Haveli is a Facebook group of 53,000 dynamic dentists. And besides this, he's also an internationally certified business and executive coach, affiliated by the Certified Coaches Alliance in Canada. Help me in welcoming Mr. Abhijit Singh. Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Hello, Shreyas. It's nice to meet you, and I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing just great. So let's start with what exactly is 910? What is your work at 910? And how does a day look like in the life of like a CEO at 910?
So basically, if I'm to talk about 910, let's start by talking Endo Haveli first. So actually, everything around dentistry field is running around Endo Haveli. So like you have taught, you just said that it is a group having 53,000 dentists. So let me tell you a little bit more about Endo Haveli. So Endo Haveli is one of the biggest communities in the dentistry world, and it is providing the biggest platform to bring both the dentist and the dental corporations on the same platform. It has also become a unique one-stop place to interact, learn, and explore all about dentistry for dentists. And if you look up, let's say that you look about the life of a dentist. So if you look upon the profession, it is more of an entrepreneurial type of a business, right? So
Mhm.
they have their own setup. They have their fixed expenses every month. They have to hire their workforce for the dental clinics, and they have a certain charges which they charge for the customers. So when all these things is happening around, it is very tough for them to learn more about dentistry, to learn about entrepreneurship, to learn about marketing. So because we saw all these things lagging behind in dentist. For example, let's say that there is this product known as Glen, which is a very good product in the market. So this product earlier was used by the water flosser was being used. But now with this product which has come into the market, their practice has improved dramatically. So what you can say about that, because of us, they were able to get all the information about that product. And earlier that was not happening because they would only ask their seniors, and senior would tell them that, see, this is the thing which you can use. But now with this group which is around 53,000 dentists, they can learn, they can do anything, whatever they have queries. So if you go to that platform, Endo Haveli, you will find that every day there is a post by some dentist saying that this group has changed their life altogether. Earlier they didn't know about the products. Earlier they didn't know how to do the marketing. Earlier they didn't know how to manage the business, how to manage the finances. This group has helped them immensely. And if you talk about dental corporations, earlier they didn't know anything much about what dentist requirements are. So they were just creating products so that and they were pushing those products in the market. So now they have a better insight, like what's happening in the dentistry field, what are the requirement of dentist. And because of this group, they are able to create a products which is in line with the what is the requirement of the market. And you can just say that because of this sustaining ecosystem, this Endo Haveli has become the prime spot for dental corporations for their branding, promotions, and sales also. And this remarkable feat from 0 to 53,000 has been achieved in 2 years, 3 months. So, which is a very big number. And in fact, you will be so surprised that even in IDA, if you have heard about this organization, Indian Dental,
Yeah, yeah.
have you heard of this
Yes, yes, I have.
IDA? Yeah. So the even IDA has been talking about Endo Haveli so much. So lot of things go behind the scene, that how we have to build this platform, what are the problems with the dentist, what is the problem which other dental corporations are facing. So lot many things have happened, and because of this group which we have created, it has transformed things totally completely in dentistry field. And things have been so nice, or I can say that they have been so innovative in a way that we have been giving talks in various IIMs and IITs and other places also. So they are asking us that how did you create such a thing, that that it is changing the dynamics of the industry completely. So for example, earlier nobody would use rubber dams. So rubber dams is actually this is a sheet which is put on your mouth before doing RCT, root canal, so that if your file gets broken when you are doing root canal, it doesn't go inside your mouth. So earlier nobody was actually paying heed on that. But as soon as we started promoting it, now it has become a new trend. And with this coronavirus happening around, and if you must be knowing about that dentists are they are most prone to get infections from corona because they just work near mouth only. Aerosols are free in the air. The infections are always in the air when you are doing the procedures. So it's very, very tough. So in these scenarios, if you look upon the case, this product rubber dam now becomes very useful because this will restrict the flow of the saliva and everything into the air, because that it will create a layer between your mouth and the outer environment. And similarly, we have been doing a lot of things like in this time when there is no clinic setups are running. So what we are trying to do is that we have started so many webinars so that dentists can learn and improve upon their dentistry at this time.
So are dentists helping dentists, or are you guys helping those dentists to create this platform? Or is this like a
Actually,
community?
this is a community, and we have so many admins and moderators. We have around, if we talk about the complete list, we have around 60 to 70 admin moderators, and these are famous dentists who have their own followings. And besides this, it's not just this and this group which we have focused on. We have regular events also. So we have conducted 3 international events. Two happened in Mumbai, one in Delhi, and in fact, one more event was supposed to happen in this April in Dhaka.
Oh,
And you'll be so surprised that people from outer countries have also joined those courses. People came from Australia, South Africa. People from came from Saudi Arabia, Dubai. So many people came from to learn about these things because our speaker was also from Greece. So it's basically not just learning on the group itself. We have actually taken a stride forward to take it offline also. So we started with the regional events also and the mega events also. So mega events usually have big we have big name speakers which come and who can learn, other dentists can learn from them. And for regional events are also there, but it's specifically for focusing on the local area.
okay, okay. So how exactly? So Endo Heavily is a Facebook group, right? So how are people working through this Facebook group, and how are such Facebook groups helping the industry, especially in dental industry?
Actually, if you look about these Facebook groups, it depends upon industry to industry, right? Is there a place where everybody can be brought together, and do people really need help from each other? For example, if you talk about in dentistry industry, like I told you about that, every dentist struggling with lot many things. He wants to learn also, he has to do business also, and there are so many dentists which are passing out every year. You must be knowing about, right? We have so many dental colleges in India. So if you look upon that figure, it's a huge number. Around 30,000 students pass out every year. So if everybody starts opening up a clinic, so the old dentist who has already established business, they also starts improving upon the thing. So they keep coming up in the group, and they ask for reviews of particular products. For example, let's say that you want to buy a certain x-ray unit, so it will cost you around 1.5 lakhs. So where to go and who to ask that which product is good? So they come and ask in the group. So everybody who is admins, moderators are there. They ask, they give their reviews about that product. And also not just that, if you even the companies also come forward and tell something about their own products. And in fact, you will be so surprised that not just that, people who were getting some service queries, they were they were trying to get some help to have some certain service done to the dental chairs and all that thing. They were not able to do that. The companies were not paying attention to them, and suddenly when they started writing, and suddenly they would come to this platform Endo Haveli and ask that, see, I'm not getting help from this company and that company. The entire community comes together and they started pushing their concerns to the company. And you will be so surprised that in 2 minutes or in 5 minutes, the company CEO itself come to that group and start saying that he is looking into the matter. So it is a very big stuff which is happening around. And besides this, people keep posting their cases online so as to tell that, see, we have improved our skills of doing RCTs and whatever things they are doing. So basically, we are the group which is focused on endo only. Endo. Endo means endodontist. Endodontist means root canals.
Okay.
And if anybody of you is thinking of starting a business or something, the name is very, very important. So for example, endo we named this endo is related to RCT, and Haveli means we took it from this phrase "Aao kabhi Haveli pe." So we took it from there. So it becomes famous. That, so you see, it is a very good. It's a very good phrase for people to keep reminding themselves and to join it. So that's how things started happening. And see, people, and there are even competitions which is being sponsored by so many companies. They come, they ask for, they ask people to put their cases, and then whosoever is a winner after a month or two, whichever they have, they also gift them with their products. And in short, you can also say that it has reduced the marketing expense of companies a lot. People believe in what other dentists are saying a lot as compared to what companies are saying. So if someone asks that, if let's say that if you want to buy a file is used for root canal, that, so if someone wants to buy a file and they ask for a review, and some dentists tell them that, okay, you should buy this, so people are buying it, and it's reducing the expense of the company so much.
Okay, so let's go back a little bit and talk about more about entrepreneurship. If some students are into making their own business, the first step was definitely to choose a good name for their business. But what are other stuff about entrepreneurship that people should know? You being a coach, about an internationally certified business coach, so what should the students be knowing about entrepreneurship?
See, the most important part for anybody is that you have to keep exploring new things. You have to keep exploring new ideas. You have to keep your eyes and ears open and look around you, what's happening around, and you will find the small opportunities everywhere. For example, let's say that yesterday I had talked with a professor of IIT Roper itself, right? So they were saying that they have made this trunk which is used as a disinfectant for coronavirus, right? So so if someone is there and they know a lot of people around you, you are already good in networking, you can directly access these people and start talking about it. Let's see that, can we take this idea and can we take this product and maybe try to make it a market viable product, let's say. So in short, entrepreneurship and everything starts from that, how innovative you are thinking and how much are you trying to find out new things about, can you solve some problem of people, do you find anything which is a problematic and need a solution. So everything is about that only, right? In this coronavirus, this which is happening around, you can find hundreds of things where you can work upon. Maybe you as a student in your college, I think, is the best time to start doing things. So if you come up with some plan or something, or let's say that if you even find somebody's product, you take it, you change its name or take the product itself and start selling, that itself is a business entrepreneurship, right? And over the time, what you can do is that you will keep coming up with the new ideas, you will meet right people, you will meet right mentors, and as soon as these things happen, you will definitely find the right business for you, because I am very much sure that whoever is doing business or who is successfully running any business or who has started a business and it's at a stable position, I can easily say that it must not be their the first business which must be successful. They must have learned that over the time by going into two three other businesses also. So things have to be that you have to start that day itself. And most important, if you're looking in entrepreneurship, is your sales, which nobody talks about, but you have to improve your sales techniques. You
Okay.
have to learn to sell everything whatever you have. I ask if you are my friend and you want to be a entrepreneur, I'll say that take this ice cream and go to Antarctica and sell it to some guy who is living there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we definitely understand your thoughts on entrepreneurship, and you being an international coach. Can you tell us the story behind this, being a coach, being an internationally certified coach? How did this come through?
See, like I'm talking to you at this moment. Similarly, I was talking to so many people in different colleges, and I used to go as a visiting faculty in few colleges also. So there was many students who would say that, see, they have certain ideas and they don't know how to take this forward. And even they are taking it forward, so they don't have any proper structure that how should we go about it. So the thing is that during that time I thought that there is a very much dearth of a proper coaching or something which is missing. You see, we need to have something hand holding who can help us. So at that time itself, it I thought that maybe I should have some enrollment and have certain skill sets, extra skill sets, which can be helpful in delivering whatever things I'm telling to you or other people. So uh, I started working on this thing, on this international certified business coach and executive coach. And you will be very glad to know that one of the startups which I have helped is another startup which is bringing Himalaya products to India. So it is, I think, 5 to 6 months old. The same, they sell mushroom pickles, apple jam, and rhododendron squash. And there is another citrus fruit which is found in Himalayas known as Malta. So
Mhm.
Malta squash, and they are also coming up with the new products. So earlier they were selling for 160 rupees for 400 grams. Now they're selling the same product 250 rupees and 250 grams.
Okay, okay.
So you see, because of branding and all these things, the dynamics of that product, the how it's being shown in the market, how it's being sold in the market have changed drastically. So I'll say that uh, helping these skill sets have helped, not only helped me, but delivering right to the people who have been in contact with. And most important part is that you have to keep working with people, and you have to keep contacting them. You have to keep expanding your network. So wherever you go, you should be in network with them. So that is how the thing should be. And also, you are in tech field, but I should say, if I'm to pass on my learnings from IM, the most important part is that you should do market research before jumping in anything. The market research is very, very important. Whatever you want to do, you want to get your own new product, or you want to start your own business, or whatever you want to do, market research is very, very important.
So, how was your experience of doing an MBA after IIT, and how was it different from this electrical engineering, BTech in electrical engineering?
I can say that, you see, we learn all these technical skills in the college and everything, but in the end, it's all, you have everything and you have all the product, but if you're not able to sell it, and if you're not able to develop a team, or you don't have the skill sets to take it forward, then it's of no use. So those are the things which you actually learn there. So if I'm to tell you, we started developing a lot of things there itself in the college, but it depends upon person to person that how willful they want to take this things forward. In our college times when we were in IIT, there were no e-cells, and everything was like, it was just a nascent stage. Everything was starting, and we had first year in IIT Delhi and then IIT Rope, but we have come through at during our time the college was just building up, so there was nothing available. But now since you people have all these things, and I should always say that you should have all these skills, which is very very important. Management skills are very very important. One should also do a few courses, and if I don't know if there it's an elective in IIT, but you should ask for some certain management electives for yourself or for everybody, because in the end you are working or wherever you're going in any company, you need to have certain management skills, and you see everything is around that only. So in short, I can say that IIM was really good, and it was very awakening to see that how things are being sold in the market, the dynamics of the market, everything around that. So it was really nice to say. But if somebody wants to become an entrepreneur, they can start by starting from IIT only, or from from whichever college they are learning. They can start from there only, and they can find a good mentor who can help them do all these management and marketing stuff also. So those things can be managed. It's not a big deal.
So I think we have pretty much covered everything. And yet there is one more question that I'd like to ask, which is like during this corona pandemic and this lockdown, we don't know what is going to happen, right? We don't know when this lockdown will end. And some students have lost their jobs, some students have lost their internships. And most of us are quite worried about the situation, like what will happen after it, when will it start, and all. So how do you think we should tackle the situation exactly?
At present, go to LinkedIn, find out as many live projects as possible, and try to do as much as you can. Try to be in touch with, try to create as many connections as you can, and try to do as many projects as you can, because after corona you can expect that the companies will be very lean, and they'll try to keep their expenses little low, and also the hiring could be slow also. We expect that there could be there could be very few hirings in each and every company in next 1 year. And rather, like you must have heard about it, spies that have asked employees to go on leave without pay. So we can expect these things happening, but you can always keep learning about all these things, and maybe you can come up with, go and talk to your professors if they have certain projects in hand related to corona. Take it forward. Why not make it a viable solution, and come into the market with that as soon as the lockdown opens.
Yes, yes,
उनके
yes.
पास सब कुछ है. What you have to do is just go there, ask them, can we take it? Okay, you have it now. It's our headache. Now we will sell it. Don't worry. And now you start going to the hospitals and dentist or wherever you want to go.
Thank you for being an amazing guest, and I hope to connect in future as well.
Sure, sure, sure. That it was wonderful to talk to you, and also just stay calm and things will be all right. There is no problem at all. We will be back very soon.